I want to reveal to you a trading pattern that is not out there. I mean, people or traders don't really talk about this strategy, whereas this is the way professional traders trade, and this is the thing that I've put together to become a phone trading strategy. Yeah, I don't need many laptops to do this because there are some things that I put together in order to make this strategy to be very effective. What am I talking about? All right, let me show you something within few seconds. All right, let me show you something within few seconds that we are right now. We can see where I entered this trade right here. This is 4 hours time frame. You can see where I entered this place, and you can see the current position of the price, and it is still going up and up and up. This trade currently is 1 to 100 RRR. But what did I put together in order to achieve this trade? Now, the first thing I want to show you now is you can see this is GBP USD on 4 hours time frame. The number one rule on my mentorship program is that we look for the strength and the weakness of pairs. Now, what we do is that we trade the weak pair against the strong one. What am I talking about? Now, in this trade, we discovered that USD is going to be losing value based on the things that we put together that make us to know that a particular pair is going to be losing value. And we know that GBP is going to be gaining value and Euro is going to be gaining value. Let me show you Euro USD in this pair right now. This is Euro USD, and you are going to see that it's the same trade that I entered on Euro USD because I know they will be losing value, because I know USD will be losing value. And we can see it's the same pattern on what? On Euro USD. This is Euro USD on 4 hours, and we can see where I entered that it's a sniper mode, and we can see the trend of the market. We write the trend up to the peak, and when it's time for us to sell, we also sell it at a very discounted price. It's one of the things that you should know as a trader. You should not just go into the market just to buy anyhow market, or you just want to trade anything. You have to know how to predict or discover the pair that is going to be losing strength, and also how to discover the pair that is going to be gaining strength. Let me show you something in few seconds right now. Let me show you something. Look at this trade that is going on right now. That is GBP AUD. Look at this GBP AUD trade. Now, this trade right now, this is a buy trade. This is a what? This is a buy trade. Look at this formation. You can see how this trade formed. You can see this formation. This is a buy trade on GBP AUD. The reason why I'm buying GBP AUD is because I know AUD is losing strength. AUD is doing what? AUD is losing strength, and I'm going to confirm this to you right now. Let me show you another trade that I am right now, and that is Euro AUD. That is Euro AUD. We can see that I'm also on a buy trade on Euro AUD, and we can see that it's what? It's also a sniper mode. Apart from you knowing that a pair is going to be gaining strength, you should know how to scale your pair. Look at this Euro AUD. You can see that it's the same formation as that of GBP AUD. So if I come back now in few minutes or in few hours time, or maybe in few days time, if I come back, you are going to discover that this trade will not be the way it is right now, because it will have been strengthened. These are the things that you should put together, and this is the number one thing that I put together in my mentorship program in order to make sure that I have a good trade. The number one confluence is what? Knowing the pair that is going to lose strength or the pair that is going to gain strength. There are some things that we put together in order to discover things. Number two thing is that we wait for liquidity to be cleared. I mean, we wait for the clearance of liquidity. This trade that you are seeing right now on daily time frame, we have this liquidity level here. We have this liquidity level here. So we waited for liquidity to be cleared. We have the series of liquidity level here. So I'm going to make another video in order to show what I'm talking about based on the liquidity, because if you go to GBP USD right now, if we switch to GBP USD, we are going to discover that it's the same thing that we have. We have the areas where liquidity was cleared. Look at the area where liquidity was cleared before I entered my trade. How did I know that this is liquidity? How did I know that this is the area that liquidity will be cleared before entering the trade? These are the things that we put together in my mentorship program. This is how we scale trade. This is how we grow a small trading account. This is how we pass our pro firm challenge easily. We can see that this trend is very heavy. It's very heavy here, and it's because on weekly time frame we have a structure that is being broken on weekly time frame. So we expect this to reject around this area after giving us the liquidity to be cleared, and also the things we put together, we give us the perfect entry mode. We give us the perfect timing to know when dollar is ready to take back its authority in the market. Now, there are so many things that we put together. We've talked about the pair, we've talked about the liquidity, and also we have to know about the sizing. We have to know about entry. Yeah, we have to know about the entry. You have to know when the price will really take the perfect entry, when the time is going to switch the trend, or when the trend is going to be switched. So you have to understand that as what, as part of the things we put together. And after understanding that, the next thing you have to know is that you have to know how to size your account. How many percent do you want to lose? How many percent do you want to gain? How many RRR do you need to gain from this market? Like this trade right now, we entered on just 4 pips stop loss. I mean, just 4 pips stop loss, and we are currently on how many pips TP? From here up to the top level. So we are currently on 504 pips. 504 pips. Divide 504 by 4. You are going to discover that that is a huge RRR right here. 500 divided by 4 just gave us 126, which means our RRR on that trade is 126. What does that mean? That means the value of my stop loss, if the value of my 4 pip stop loss is $10, if I'm risking $10 with 126 TP, which is the reward, it means more $10 in 126 places. That means I'm using $10 to gain 1,260. I mean 1,260. What if I'm using a pro firm account? If I'm using a pro firm account, and my account is just like $200, maybe a very small pro firm account, and I just want to raise maybe 1% or 2% of the, let me say 1% or 0.5% of the account, and the value of my trade, and each trade I want to take is just 200 that I'm ready to lose, 200 that I'm ready to lose. So if I'm ready to lose 200 and I'm ready to gain 126 in return, which means 200 times 126, which means I'm going to be having 25,200 in return just on one trade. You can see this is just a beautiful one right there. Well, I know many of you want to calculate one thing or the other. That is left to you. But you know, and this is what we have been doing in my mentorship program. This is the things that I put together. There are some strategies that you have to understand in order to make sure you are a profitable trader. There are some strategies that you have to put in place in order for you to find your edge in the market, and I've already put together everything. There's that you don't need to stress yourself. You don't need to just 10 minutes or 20 minutes in front of the chart. You will analyze all the pairs in the market. I mean, all the pairs, all the forex pairs in the market. You are going to analyze everything within 10 to 20 minutes, and you are done analyzing for the day, because what we put together, you just have to check is still there. If it's there, you wait for your entry. If it's not there, you find your way out of the market, and that is how to take trade. There is nothing like emotion. There is nothing like some psychological effect, or some things that actually makes traders to do different things. Well, I'm going to come back to cover many things related to this thing that I just mentioned. Yeah, just follow me, and follow me closely. Follow me as I follow Christ. All right. Yeah. I told us about the GA trade that is going to be a sweet one. Yeah, during this video, if you check very well, if you check very well, this trade was around this level. Yeah, and I told us that it's going to be a sweet one, and we can see how far that it has grown in just a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm going to be closing this trade because it has delivered what I wanted it to deliver for me. And the same thing happened on EA. The same trade that I showed us. Yeah, the same trade that I showed us on EA. Yeah, we can see the EA right here, that it was around this place when I showed us in this video, and right now you can see how it just catapulted. I told us that if you are able to know when a particular pair is going to be losing its strength and when another one is going to be gaining their strength, you are going to put the two together, and this is going to make you to become a profitable trader. Know the pair that is about to lose or gain strength. Know the liquidity levels that are meant to be cleared. Mark a very good zone at higher time frame. Strategy or the principle that is behind all these big things that I catch is because I analyze from higher time frame. I'm not affected by any news event. Another thing is I have this cold mind. I just take my trades, I relax, and I watch my money grow. And this is what I put together in my mentorship program. So if you are joining us for the first time, just make sure you subscribe to this channel. Number one, just make sure you join the WhatsApp and Telegram platform, because all these trades are also shared on my social media platform, on my WhatsApp and Telegram platform. So if you join the family, it's going to be a plus for you when you want to take your trades, or if you take trades that I share that are up to 1 to 20 RRR, 1 to 50 RRR. Yeah, we have many of my subscribers that take advantage of this. So join the group so that you will be partaker of all this benefits. We also hold webinars on weekends, so all these are going to help you to grow in your journey. Yeah, they are going to help you to grow. And most importantly, if you want to take your trading to the next level, just check the link in the description which says Forex to Wealth. Yeah, that is the name of the mentorship program, Forex to Wealth. Click the link to the Forex to Wealth and you will know how to join the mentorship program. It is still very much open. This is your guy Mike with the Selfless Strategic Trader. Catch ya guys. I love you all. Bye bye.